Hi Paul, obviously a disappointing result overall. What do you think of the performance?
Again, it's always, you're at the stage of the season now where results are probably more important than performances. So, I don't think at any stage we ever deserve to lose that football game, that's for sure. So, the disappointing thing is we haven't really looked like scoring. We haven't really looked like we had a cutting edge in the final third. So, whilst the first half seen us probably territorial, dominate the game, probably a bit similar to the second half, we probably really lacked that cutting edge. And you've got to give credit to Altrincham, who, never stop fighting and scrapping for every bit they get. And when they got the goal, it was making it equally harder. So, whilst we're very disappointed, we're on the back of a 5-game unbeaten run. That's put us in a good place. Unfortunately, tonight we've let our supporters down a little bit.
Yeah, and they came in good numbers as well. Was it just the final third really that let you down overall?
Yeah, no. Well, obviously we've conceded just after half time, and it's not a good goal we've conceded. Lads can't have time to turn in them areas and get shots off. We've got to be more aggressive. So, great credit, as I say, to Altrincham. They've been on a good run pre-Southend. We knew it was going to be a difficult night, but if we had to stay with the pace we wanted to, we needed to win. Unfortunately, at half time we spoke about making sure that we don't lose. And unfortunately we couldn't get that goal. We had a couple probably cleared off the line. You guys might have seen better than me.
But we never really had any clear-cut chances, and that's probably the most disappointing thing.
When you were throwing bodies forward, you eventually made the goalkeeper make a save at the end. Do you think it's just an opportunity missed?
These lads have been good. The reality for you is, and you don't need me to tell you, what we had on the bench, that's us flat out. We didn't have any other options. So whilst we all watch a similar game, it's easy watching it. The hardest part is to be able to do something about it. And unfortunately, at the minute, over the last few weeks, we hadn't had them numbers to be able to help the players on the pitch. Tonight, when you lose, it looks probably times 10. But these lads have been excellent. They've been really good over a few weeks now. We've managed to dig 3 wins out and 2 draws. We thought we'd come here again. Everything we've done well has been hard fought. Tonight was going to be no different. At the minute, we're digging in and fighting for everything we can.
First time you've failed to score since September, so it says a lot about how the side's been attacking in recent games anyway.
100%, we don't need to go into the personnel we haven't got on the pitch, that's for sure, because that's just the facts of the matter. And as I say, we were hoping these lads could get us through. Over the last 4 or 5 games, they've got us through. There's only been 2 89 minutes goal to stop us winning all 5. So we've got to be careful about our criticism towards them, because did we do everything we can on the pitch to win? Probably, yeah. Was it good enough? Definitely not.
You're going to miss Jim Kellerman for 2 games as well. It doesn't help, does it?
Listen, it is what it is. We spoke about the lack of discipline and the bookings that always come on the end of bad results. That's what happens in football. When you go away from home, you've got to be very disciplined. You can't make mistakes. You've got to be repetitive in what you do, and that grinds out results. Tonight, when we faced disappointments, we probably reacted to it like we probably shouldn't. And that's where we help the opposition. And as I say, we travelled in great numbers tonight. Great credit to our supporters. Fair play for coming across. We feel, not we've let them down, but we've disappointed them, haven't we? But I'm sure they know how hard these lads have worked, this group have worked to get them where they want to be. And unfortunately tonight we're all disappointed.
You tinkered with the formation a little bit as well. Asante playing on the left-hand side. What was the thinking there?
Again, we're just trying to get to a situation where we're trying to balance it off. At times we're screaming to play 2 lads up the top end of the pitch, it's obvious. But then we're going to give up areas of the pitch that we probably don't have. We have more flair players in them areas rather than what we actually need. So the balance is we're probably trying to fit in 80% of the players fit into the system rather than changing the system where 60% might fit in. So that's how it's been over the previous weeks. And as I say, because you lose, obviously everything gets magnified.
Had chats with members of the board after the game there. Is it just about the game itself, or is anything incoming?
Our supporters know we are trying our best. We've been trying our best to bring players in. The board have been ever so supportive to me since I've come through the door. There is money available to bring players in. They've been unbelievable at that. But as our supporters know, it's no use signing players for the sake of it. We've got to bring players in that will help us and go in the team and make us better. Now, if we can't do that, I'm not going to be rushed into signing players who won't do that, just to sort of, have a facade that, we've signed a player or 2. This end level of the league where we're at with the Wrexhams, the Halifaxes, the Boreham Woods, all not so. These are good teams with good players. So if we are to recruit, we've got to make sure that it helps the team.
And you got one of those sides in Notts County at the weekend, backed by a huge amount of support that you're going to get on Saturday. That should be a real pick-me-up for the players and yourselves as well.
Great games to play in, the great games. We wanted to win tonight desperately to go into that game on Saturday. That if we could win at Notts County, it would have put us in an unbelievably strong position. Tonight it hasn't happened for us, and we've got to respect that. So we'll regroup, we'll look at the Notts County game, we'll lick our wounds, and we'll try our best on Saturday to make our supporters happy.
The gap's 10 points now. Is that the playoffs for you, or is still automatic promotion still on?
Listen, Stockport have been had an outstanding season. You know, all season. Obviously, they didn't probably have the best start in the world, but you know, since Davy's been in there, they've knocked out results, they've churned wins out, and you know, great credit to any team who wins games, because the league tables don't tell lies. For us, it's about licking our wounds. It's making sure we can end up in a position that we all hope and we want, that could see us be successful in the playoffs if we get in them.